Hello friends, welcome to course GUI Application Development using VB.NET. In this lecture, we will learn how to design Windows application using list box and combo box control. Significance: the list box and combo box controls are used to display the collection of atoms. User can select atom of his or her choice from the combo box. The combo box displays the list of atoms in the text format. In list box control, user can select multiple atoms at a time from the down menu list. Outcome: after completion of this lecture, you will be able to develop a program using list box and combo box. So friends, we will open our Visual Studio and see how these two controls are used in the form design. So for that I will click new project, and from here I will select Windows Form application, and here I will give the name as list and combo box and will click OK. So this is my form. In this form I will use various controls. So first control here that I will use is combo box. So this is my combo box, which will give me the list of atoms. So it has various property. So one of the most important property is atoms. So by default we can set atoms in the combo box. Okay. So here I will use the subject names of the subject name as the items of the combo box. So my first subject name is GUI Application Development. After that, second is Programming with C. After that, Software Engineering. After that, Data Communication Network and Java Programming. And microprocessor and controller. Microprocessor and controller. So this is a list of atoms of my combo box. So I will click here OK, and I will label here the list of atoms that the subject name. So for that I will take here label. Label control is used for that. Okay. Now here I will change the label as a list of or subject name. So this will display the subject name. Now here I will use one label to display the selected atom. So whatever the atom that I will select from the list, that will be displayed here. Initially it will be blank. So I will remove the content of that label. Okay. Now here I will put one more text box. So suppose I want to add some new subject name in my list of the combo box. So whatever I will enter in the text box as a new subject name, that will get added. So for that we will use some buttons. Okay. So I will use my first button, which will display the add atom. Okay. So I will label it as add atom, so that it, when I will click this button, whatever the subject I will enter in this text box, that subject will get added into the combo box. Okay. So for that we will require to write some code on the click event of this button 1. Okay. So for that what should I do? The combo box 1 dot text or items dot add, and here I will write whatever will be the content of my text box 1 dot text. So that will get added. So we will have this type of code, and after that whatever the item that I will select, that should be displayed in my label. So on the click event of this, the selected index combo box 1, its event is selected index change. So whatever the item I will select, it should be displayed in my label. So label, what is the name of that label that I have used here? I will search for it, label 2. Okay. So I will write here label 2 dot text is equal to combo box dot selected item. So now we will save it and execute it. So this is the list of items. Suppose I will select the software engineering, it will be displayed in my label. Now suppose I will add some more subject name, let us say Python programming, and we'll click add item. So when I will click again on this combo box, that Python programming subject name will get added. So this is the button add item. On its click event we have written combo box dot items dot add, and in bracket the text box 1 dot text. So whatever the content of text box 1 will get added into the combo box list. Now the item will be added only for that particular event. Okay, the new item will not be added permanently in the list. The permanently, if I will again execute the form, the programming with Python will not be there. The permanent items only that we have set from our properties of the combo box. Okay. Now here we are having another work that I can sort the elements of the combo box. For that I will took one more button and will label it as sort element sort. Okay. So on the click of this particular button, the combo box 1 dot sorted is equal to true, so that on the click of that sort button, the items of the combo box will get sorted. See, these are not now in sorted order. So when I will click on this button, the items will get sorted. Okay. So it has sorted alphabetically. See. Okay. This is again only for this particular event. It will not be permanent. If you will stop its execution and again execute it, it will show the order as per that you have written in the property. Let us check. See, it is not the permanent sorting. It will sort it, but only for that particular execution event. Okay. Now, similar to add item, we can also remove the item from this list. Okay. So for that I will take one more button and will label it as remove item. And on the click of this I will write combo box 1 dot items dot remove And what to remove? The combo box. One dot selected item, whatever the item that we will select, it should get uh, removed from the list. Now let us check for this. Suppose I will select this particular software engineering and will click remove item. So next time when I will check, it will not appear. Again for data communication network, remove item, it will not be there. Again this is only for this particular execution time. When I will again execute it, all that item that I have deleted previously or removed previously will not be permanently removed. Okay. So in this way, what we did, we have selected the subject name from the list that was displayed in our label, and whatever the subject name like that Python programming, and if I will click add item, that subject name will get added. Suppose I will click the Python programming and will click remove item, that item will get removed. And suppose I want to complete sorting operation, so it will perform the sorting operation. So friends, this is all about our combo box. Now we will see the working of list box item. So for that I will require to select my list box, and I will put my list box here. Now our list box is having greater size as compared to combo box. Combo box is giving a drop down list, but the list box item will give the list of items. Now here again we are having the property collection. If I will click on the collection button, I can put my permanent items in the list box. Let us say I will put the college's name. Let us say KKWP, after that GGSP, after that GPN, after that GPD, GP Dhule, and here Nasik. After that I can have many more colleges name like PVT, PVG, after that MIT, PICT. So these are various colleges that I will put in my list box. Okay. Suppose I will give here the size of the list box as a small one, it will give scroll bar. And suppose I will set here the property that multi-column true, so it will give the items of the college name in the multi-column. This is my first column, second column. So now for this event I will make it as a false, and only one column will be there. And also I have the another property, that selection mode. So if it is 1 means I can select only one value. If I will use multi-simple, so at that time when I will execute it, I can select more than one element from the list box. So this is the more extra property of the list box, that we can select multiple items if we will select the selection mode as a multi-simple. Okay. Now we will have some other operation like our combo box. So for that I will give some label. So first label is college name, and one more label I will use to display the selected item of our list box. So initially it will be blank, and here I will put our text box so that it will display the new item into it. So this is my label control. I will put it here. and I will take some button to add new item in my list box, another button to remove the item from the list box, and third button to sort the element. Okay, so we will do one by one operation. Now what I want, whatever the item that I will select in my list box, on its selected index change, that click event, I will display my selected item in the label. For that label, now we have label 4 dot text equal to, like our combo box we will use for list box 1 dot selected items. Okay, so this will display the selected item. After that, add item. On the click of that add item button, the new element from the text box will be added into the list box. Okay, for that we will write the code like that, list box dot items dot add, and here our text box, what is the name of that text box? The name is text box 2. So I will write text box 2 dot text and round brackets complete. So this is the code for add item. Now here the remove item, so I will rename it remove item. So on the click of this particular remove item button, we will write list box 1 dot text, and here the dot items dot remove, and here whatever the item that is selected, that in the list box 1, so list box 1 dot selected item. So this we can have, and after that the sorted. On the this particular button we will change its name first, sort. So on the sort button, the list box 1 dot items dot sorted is equal to true, so that it will sort the element. Now we will execute it and we'll check whether I am able to display the selected items in my label. Now here I will add some more college name, like COE Pune, and add item, so that it will be added into the list box. Suppose I want to remove, so remove item will remove the single item, because we have written the single item. If I will write their items, then it will remove multiple item. Let us check that also. Suppose I will sort it, so it will sort the elements of the list box in ascending order. So here, instead of this selected item, I will use items, so that the multiple items can be removed. Let us check now. Let us have like that and remove items, so it will not remove it. Okay, so for that we need to perform different thing. So if I will have only one, so I need to make the correction. So here remove items only. Okay, so it will select the any element that will display in the list box, and if I will remove it, it will remove it. Again, after next time execution, all the items of our list box will be as it is, that we have set from our properties. So friends, I think you may have understood the working of combo box and list box and various operations like add item, remove item, sorting, displaying the selected item into the label, and adding the new element into the list. Okay, thank you all.